Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year the Batman. Today's Batman Beyond episode is Rats, and it is a Dana episode. So, yay, I guess. Um, so it starts off. Dana is talking with Max and some other girl, and how she's like super upset with Terry, which justifiably so. He does like flake on her a lot, which I know like a lot of superhero shows do this trope where the superhero has a love interest that isn't super powered, and the love interest is feeling like they're getting screwed over. Which I mean, yeah, they are. They don't know the full story, so out of context, yeah, they are getting screwed over. So I mean, I can't fault Dana for that one. That's honestly fair. So Terry he shows up and he's like, Dan, I'm sorry for flaking on you last night. Bruce Wayne really needed me. Which I'm so disappointed in Max because like usually she's like the great wingman and like always looking out for Terry, and she was just like in the back with the other friend, just like giggling and like passing like unironically passing popcorn, just enjoying the show. I'm like, Max, you know goddamn well he has a good reason to flake on Dana. Like, help a brother out, you know? Like you're just leaving him for the wolves. So Dana storms off because she's done with Terry, and she gets to her car and she finds her white rose that says "I'll be there for you." So she immediately like changes her mind and calls him later that night, and she's like, "Hey, thanks for the rose. I really appreciate it. Let's meet up and talk. I'm gonna meet you at a place and wear that really nice dress you like." Which, why did they give her like such a promiscuous dress? I mean, that dress, like, here's her ass. Here's where the fucking dress cuts off. I mean, like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it was backless. Like, don't get me wrong, it was very elegant, very pretty. But I'm like, Dana, like, let's calm the hell down. You are mad at this guy. All right, one fucking rose, which it's not even from Terry. Uh, like one rose with a little note that doesn't warrant that. Like, you can just have a nice conversation and not trust like that. Like, my word. Also, I didn't know this before, even though I've seen the series already. I guess I just kind of forgot about it, mostly because it's Dana and I don't care. So I guess Dana is half Asian. I How she's animated, I just always thought she was a white girl. Because she has like no Asian features, which I don't want to get into it, but it's obvious in pretty much any form of media. You can always tell, like, oh, this person has some Asian descent in them. Like, not in a racist way, just she looks to. So it doesn't show her mom, it just shows her dad, and he is an Asian man, which, once again, not getting weird about it. It's just like, I just thought she was a white girl. She doesn't. I mean, she has the fucking personality of a wet sponge. I have nothing to go on with this woman. Um, so anyway, the dad, he's like, "Hey, I don't want you going out. Why? Yeah, Terry, he's bad news. Don't stay away from him." I'm like, dude, fucking do a little bit more parenting. Like, have you seen what she's wearing? Like, that's is it's just it's too much. It's too much. All things considering, like, Terry doesn't deserve that kind of behavior. Yes, he is a hero, but like, as far as Dana knows, he's just been a flake that just keeps like screwing her over and over and over. Which, once again, that night he's on his way to see Dana, but he gets called to be Batman because some guy named Mad Stan, he's on the loose, and he's essentially mad at the system and at the media because he says there's too much information and there's not enough time to consume it all. Which, like, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing these days. I mean, there is just so much information and entertainment out there. It's genuinely not possible for a human being to absorb it all. So he wants to blow up a library, and man, this fight, I mean, he has to be like altered in some kind of way because he was beating the shit out of Terry. I mean, Terry was having the worst time of his life. So Terry eventually beats the guy, which, I mean, it takes long enough. Because Dana, she'd been waiting and waiting and waiting at that restaurant long enough, and she's like, all right, screw this. So she heads to an alley and she finds another rose, and it says, I'll be there for you again. And then she's like, oh, Terry, is that you? You run around? And then out pops two big ass giant rats. Like, these things are like the size of a fucking tiger. And they kind of like corner her into a little alleyway, and then out pops a little rat boy. I mean, he genuinely looks like half man, half rat, and he takes her down to the sewer because it turns out he was the one that's been sending her roses because he was an outcast and he always felt underappreciated, and he noticed Dana, um and he just kind of felt smitten with her. But it's really creepy because they don't really say how he knows so much about her, because he literally goes, oh, I know everything about you. And it doesn't even like, it just pretty much says, hey, use your imagination, which I think is kind of creepy. So Dana, she's talking with the guy, and it's really weird with time, because then like 24 hours has passed and he is still talking with Dana. Like, it's the next night. Terry's trying to call Dana, trying to get a hold of her because she won't pick up, and he wants to apologize for flaking on her yet again. And then the dad shows up at Terry's house, and he's like, listen here, you little shit. My little girl was seen with you last time, and if I find out you hurt her in any way, I'm going to come back and kill you, and maybe fuck your mom. So, yeah, I may have made the last part up, but still. Um, so, yeah, Terry's like, oh shit, she didn't come back at all? So, um, it's just really weird how Dana was talking with that guy for 24 plus hours. I mean, you know what I do at like the fucking 18-hour mark? I get some fucking sleep. Like, Dana, like, there's being polite, and then there's like whatever the hell you're like, no sleep, no food. Like, eventually she does ask, like, hey, I want some food. Can we go out and get some chili? And the guy's like, how about you stay here and I'll get it. Also, don't explore because it'll be fucking dangerous. And it also really doesn't do much for Rat Boy. Like, he's just some kind of mutant kid that made friends with like the giant mutant rats. Like, there's no real backstory. Like, the episode, I don't want like any kind of media to always feel the need to hold my hand, but in this scenario, like, I feel like it's kind of needed. Like, were you born this way? Did you have an accident? Like, you literally look half fucking rat and half human. Like, I want to know more about that. I want to know how the fuck you tamed these rats. Like, I, it's just bewildering. I want to know like how you can control like fucking 50% of the sewer, and nobody really cares or explores down there. But yeah, so Dana, she, as soon as he fucks off, she goes out to try to escape because she's like, I'm getting the hell out of here. This guy's fucking nuts, which, yeah, he is. So there was one part that really made me kind of mad because it could have made like such a good what if thing. So she's trying to escape, and on her way out, she's like crossing over this like vat of chemicals and whatnot. And I'm thinking, man, how cool would it have been if Dana fell in the chemicals and she turned into some kind of like monster, kind of like Blight, and she turned into a villain, and then Terry had to like fight with Dana and do it like more than once, like have them meet like several times until finally by some happenstance Dana like captures him and finds out that he's Terry, and then they have to like kind of go with their relationship from there, like maneuver and see how that fit. Like, oh, they could have done so much stuff, but like Dana is so fucking boring. I just want more out of her, and I'm like just her walking over the acid. It was like such. they were right there, like right there. That could have been so cool to have that kind of dynamic where, because like Terry flaked her off so many times for being a hero, that's the reason why she got captured and turned into a villain. Like I don't know, that just to me that would have been so much cooler. But anyway, so she escapes and she's meandering around through the sewers. She eventually like loses her shoes and her dress is all torn and it just filthy. And then it's really weird, just like from here to here, and then from like lower calves to her feet is covered in mud. I'm like, if she's covered, fucking cover her. Like, why is like here and up, and then the upper calves and up like pretty clean? Like her dress is kind of torn and whatnot, but that's it. Like I don't know. That was a weird kind of animation thing that bugged me a smidge bit. So um, at this time, Rat Boy he's getting some chili, and Batman he's scouring the city trying to find Dana, and thankfully he was in the right place, right time, and everybody's freaking out because there are some rats in a restaurant getting chili, and Rat Boy's there too. And I'm just like, dude, you could have just like gotten yourself a Joker mask or something and just walked in, hey, some chili, please, and then walked in. I mean, I guess he doesn't have money, but I don't know. I mean, he drew so much attention to him. It was kind of bound to happen that he got found out. So Batman follows him because he leaves behind a trail of chili. I do feel bad for him though, because at one point when he was fighting the rats and Rat Boy, he got bit right on the ankle by a rat, and like the teeth on that thing, like the big front teeth, are like this big, and I'm like, man, even with the bat suit, that had to fucking hurt. So anyway, Batman he's following Rat Boy down into the sewers, and at this time Dana she's about to get cornered by like fucking hundreds of rats, and then Rat Boy he shows up and like gets them all to go away. He's like, hey, I told you not to wonder. So he brings her back to his lair, and they're getting to talk, and he's like, hey, you haven't really touched any of your chili, something wrong? And she's like, yeah, something's wrong, I'm being held against my fucking will by some lunatic. And he's like, oh, you're just like all the others. You're just making fun of me again. I'm going to kill you. So he fucking like unleashes the horde of rats on her. But just then Batman, he comes in and oh, excuse me, allergies. He comes in, a fight breaks out. Dana uses some fire to ward off the rats. Batman like carries Dana off with his jets to get away. And then Dana she like drops the torch thing and it ignites where the toxic chemicals are, and then the whole fucking sewers just start exploding. Like there is fire everywhere from manholes. There's like spews of fire going all over the place. I'm like, that motherfucker is more than dead at this point. Like him and those 1,000+ rats, they are all gone. So then the episode ends where Dana she's in a an ambulance with like the classical, oh, I've been through so much, the ambulance is gonna put a blanket on top of me. So she's in that, and then Terry shows up and she's like, Dana, I'm so sorry I wasn't there, and she's just like, shut up, and she just hugs him, and then that's the end of the episode. So you're like, oh, so they're back together because he was late and she'd been like, Dana he didn't do anything, he didn't do the flowers, he showed up late when you wanted to talk. Like Terry in your eyes is not out of the clear. Just because you interacted with somebody that was way shittier doesn't excuse Terry's behavior. I mean, yes, we know his behavior is excused because he's doing stuff and he's doing the right thing, but she doesn't know that. So I don't know. This episode made me very mad. It made me very hopeful for what could have been. It's just really weird with the time stuff. Like, just, I don't know. This episode wasn't for me. So honestly, like 4 to 7, that's out. So I'm between 1, 2, and 3. It wasn't dog shit either. Like, it wasn't absolute dog shit. So I'm nixing 1. So I'm between 2 and 3. Um, I don't know. I just don't care about Dana. Like, Terry, break up with her. Go with Max. He's way better. Way better. Way better. Hell, I'll take fucking 10 at this point. Fuck. But yeah, it's just such a fuck you that they're just going back to the status quo at the end of the episode, and it's like nothing was learned. Like what accomplished in the episode? Just a rat boy and a few mutant rats died. Like, I don't know. Wasn't much Batman. Max was kind of out of her game in this episode, which is very disappointing. You know, fuck, I'm giving it a 2. This episode was not for me. It's it's whatever. It's a skippable episode. Just, I'm done. Good night. Goodbye.